I, 23F, just received a positive pregnancy test, but the last time I have slept with a male is 6 years ago. I'm freaking out. I'm scared that I either have some crazy form of cancer, that I was roped, or that I've had intercourse that I don't remember. I am 23F and a lesbian, but not very sexually active. I have had intercourse with a girl that I'm sort of seeing about twice a month. She is a cisgender woman, and there's no possible way she could get me pregnant, just to be clear. The last time I had intercourse with a male that I remember was in high school 6 years ago. I'm healthy, I think, and take Zoloft and sometimes use non-prescription allergy medicine, but I don't think those things are relevant. Now, I started throwing up occasionally maybe a month ago, but wasn't really worried about it and thought I just had a stomach bug. I went to a walk-in clinic this morning because it wasn't getting better, and they informed me that I'm pregnant. I explained that it was impossible, but they claimed that I must be. They have scheduled me to see a gynecologist next Friday in order to confirm the pregnancy, but I'm really scared and would like some answers right now. I've been reading online that there are some kinds of cancer that can cause a positive pregnancy test, but I can't find a lot of information about them. Can anyone tell me what the likelihood would be? The only other possibility that I can think of is last November. I had been drinking at my friend's house where a bunch of us got together to watch a football game, and as I don't drink and drive, I decided to sleep on their couch. I didn't drink all that much. I think about 3 drinks, so I shouldn't have blacked out. My friends whose house I stayed over at are a male-female couple, and I texted my male friend asking him if we had intercourse or something. Let's just say that he was quite surprised and confused by my question and got upset, saying that he would never cheat on his wife or have intercourse with someone who was blacked out drunk. I really want to trust my friend, but the thing I'm really scared of is that my friend roped me and is lying. I live in a state where abortion is illegal, and I'm scared. Can somebody please tell me what is going on, and if there's any other reason I could have a positive pregnancy test? Update 1. I still don't know what's wrong with me, but it seems that there are other options than me having cancer or being pregnant, and that has helped me a lot with feeling better. I really thought that those were my only 2 options. I am currently at my parents' house and start to feel a little bit better. My parents have informed me that they will help me get an abortion if I am actually pregnant, even if we have to go out of state. And my mom assured me that she will support and go with me. I texted my friend, the wife of the person who I'm scared roped me, and explained her everything. I informed her again that I didn't want to accuse her husband, but that I got really scared. She swore on her life that I didn't seem drugged, just a little bit drunk, and that I went to sleep on her couch and they both went to bed right after. She said there is no way he could have gotten up and assaulted me without her knowing. This made me feel a little better, and I'm trying not to work myself, worrying that she's complicit and that they both conspired to rope me. I feel better reading some of these responses, informing me that there are conditions besides cancer that can cause a false positive, and my parents are telling me that even if it is cancer, that doesn't mean I'm going to die. We're also going to try to see if a gynecologist can see me sooner, as I would want to know what's going on as soon as possible. Update 2. I found out what is going on and I'm going to try to explain, but between stress and medicine, I'm not sure if I will be able to make a lot of sense. So, my dad found an urgent care about 2 hours from their house that had an ultrasound machine, and they were willing to see me. They did another pregnancy test, which was also positive, but also did a regular ultrasound, and couldn't find the actual fetus. This prompted them to have me go to the emergency room, because they said a positive pregnancy test with an empty uterus is an emergency. It could mean there is a fetus growing outside of the uterus, which is very dangerous. The ER did a transvaginal ultrasound, but couldn't find a pregnancy either, so they finally did some blood work. It seems that my pregnancy hormone levels are very high, and my potassium and iron are a little low. They also mentioned that they thought they could see something on my right ovary, so they immediately scheduled laparoscopic surgery. Now they ended up removing my entire ovary because they found a kind of tumor called an immature teratoma. I don't actually remember going in for surgery or waking up, but my mom told me that I was freaking out and hysterical when I woke up, and they had to give me Valium before I calmed down. When I got back to my senses, my mom and the nurses told me about the tumor. The nurse informed me that they are talking to some specialists and doing pathology to find out if it's malignant or not. She said to me that a teratoma could be either malignant or not, but that they will only be sure once the specialist has been able to take a look at it. I'm staying overnight in the hospital for now, and will update once I know more. Update 3. Earlier today, the doctor has visited me and gave me some more information. It turns out that I had misunderstood, and they didn't say it was an immature teratoma, but that it had features that could be one. It is definitely a teratoma, but they aren't sure at the time if it's mature or immature. They redid my blood work today, and it still has a high level of pregnancy hormone, but it's already half of what it was yesterday. This makes them confident that it was the tumor causing it, and they're pretty sure it was the reason I had been vomiting also. The doctor said he thinks that even if it is malignant, they probably removed all of it, and I don't need to keep worrying that I'm going to die. He said it also shouldn't affect my health because people do just fine with one ovary, and I would still be able to have a baby, if I ever want to. I'm not sure if I want biological children, but I'm glad that the opportunity is still there. Before I can leave, they're planning to do a scan of my entire body to look for other potential masses, and if that's clear, it would put my mind at ease. Now, I've gotten back to my friends at whose house I stayed at in November about everything that happened, and they said they're not at all mad at me. They were just very worried, because they knew they hadn't hurt me, but were scared someone else might have had. They know that I trust them, but I just really freaked out. I have also informed the girl that I have been talking to, and all of that is okay too. She is a little upset that I didn't tell her sooner, because she would have joined me to urgent care, but I'm sure we will be able to work through it. Finally, they said the pathology results may take about 2 weeks, and if it is cancerous, they will refer me to an oncologist closer to where I live, who has experience with these kinds of cancers. I'm supposed to take pregnancy tests at home every 2 days, for 2 weeks, and contact a doctor if they do not turn negative after 2 weeks, as this could be an indication that there might be something else that they have overlooked. This whole experience has all been very strange and surreal, but I'm very thankful that I was not pregnant, and that if I have cancer, it's likely that I'm not going to die. This whole ordeal scared me so much and made me act in weird ways. Thank you to everyone who answered my questions and reassured me.